Welcome back to yet another episode of the monologue. I am your host, Judge Wumbi. Happy to have you here. Let me start this episode by shouting out all of you, my listeners, for always tuning in and most especially giving feedback. I appreciate that. Special shout outs to your big shout outs to your. I need to give my listeners a name. Thinking about giving my listeners a name. Leave a comment with your suggestion for a name. Yeah. Keep it short and sweet. Yeah, I like short and sweet. The second third of quarter 4 is here, and so many of y'all are being haunted by your New Year's resolutions. Yeah. You guys like to set New Year's resolutions. This year I will do what, I will do what, I will do what. In Jan, in fact, not even in Jan, like on December 31st, there, like a crossover night, whatnot, as you cross into the new year, guys set targets and whatnot, you know, and yes, I would love to add to that pressure. How far? How far? Do you feel like you've achieved what you set out to do? Have you done anything? Have you done anything about it? If you have, well and good. Kudos to you. Yeah, clap it up for you. Well done. But as for the rest of you, me inclusive, what or can you, for example? Has she been tight? For sure, 100%. It has been tight, but we've made it thus far. So, guys, hang in there. Don't give up. Don't give up for all that you haven't achieved and that you set out to do, that hasn't come to fruition. Man, we try again in Jan. Honestly, we try again in Jan. Next year is our year, guys. Next year is our year. Don't release. Yeah. Unless, of course, it is something that you can start now. The year hasn't really ended, but you can start now and don't procrastinate. Yeah? Don't procrastinate, man. Don't procrastinate. I've over procrastinated this year, man. Yeah. Things that I set out to do. Man. Masters. Guys can ask for masters. Masters and PGDs. Yeah. First of all, I would like to rant. Why is masters so expensive? Why? Because number one, I am paying for it myself. It's already tight. 2, if I don't want to do it from where I'm currently, if I want to go abroad, the logistics of getting into the masters class or whatever might finish me. They might finish my finances before I even get to tuition. So, man, I blame our government because why am I desiring to go and study abroad for a master's? Why is it that a master's abroad carries more weight than a master's here? Why is it that it is like this? If I can't handle the finances, if the finances are squeezing me, I am being sent on a hunt for scholarships. That is a rabbit hole. We can sit here and go deep into that rabbit hole. But I have something against scholarships. Actually, first I would like to appreciate the guys who give scholarships. You guys are hard guys. We appreciate you. Don't stop there. Keep giving us. In fact, I am coming. Guys, talk for me. I am coming. But why is it? I have a bone to pick with scholarships, guys. Why is it that when you're applying for a scholarship, you have to first have the admission. Who decided that? Who decided that you need to first get an admission from a university or whichever for the guys who give out scholarships to give them to you? Why is it that they can't just give you the admission as part of the scholarship? As in, why should the admission be a requirement for a scholarship? Why? I believe personally, man, I beg to differ. I believe the admission should come as a package with a scholarship. If they say, oh, Mr. X and Y, you have been awarded a scholarship, it means I am, going to show up to the university and get down to business. Let's get it. But now you have to first apply to multiple universities, obviously not laying all your eggs in one basket, putting all your eggs in one basket. Applying to different universities, with different application fees, especially if you're applying abroad, and not all of them are. First, get used to rejections, guys, because that is the baseline. That is the baseline. Then you keep rising the ladders, the steps down. You get a call back. Yeah, they check your credentials, they just refuse you because you're black. You get somewhere, they refuse you because they are prejudiced about you in some way. So get used to these things, but it is a step by step. So my bone to pick is that having the scholarship as a requirement, having the admission as a requirement for a scholarship makes the whole process long, and yet already the admission process itself, getting an admission, is long enough. By the time you get an admission and then you get a scholarship, you've I don't know if it's an academic version of chopping breakfast, but you've chopped seriously. So by the time you actually get to sit down in class and now you've begun your master's, you're studying seriously. Yeah, you have all these life challenges that are being thrown at you. And you have the master's itself. Yeah, you have work going on. You have to show up at work. For some people, you have responsibilities like family. You have a wife and kids. Again, hard paper. You have all these things going on there. So, in itself, it is draining, man. It is draining. I know some people who are pursuing their postgraduate studies, and yeah, man, they will tell you it's not a bed of roses. It's not a bed of roses. So they have obviously masters, but I don't think in itself as masters is hard, but because of whatever is going on outside, other things that are going on outside, they are, they might add the pressure onto what's going on with the masters, and it can be a bit challenging. How do you cope with that? I personally, I can't be coming from a lecture, a tough lecture. Yeah, I haven't understood, or I come from a paper or a test, and I come back home and there's a tiny little thing screaming and crying, daddy. If you don't get out of my face, bro, I will slap you. Anyway, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But personally, I feel like these days, they're you're going through a serious period of your life, and which you have plans, but also life has its plans for you, so you can get other challenges. Yeah, as a normal human being, you get other challenges. So how do you cope? Personally, I would I would first get my cookie and like time out from all that. Yeah? Respect to those guys who are like doing life on hard mode. Hard mode, not really hard mode, but like sober mode, I should say. Yeah, because I know many people would find relaxation in like lighting a J and breathing it all away, and others will just drown it all in a shot after shot after shot of the spirit that binds us. But I mean, it's life. There are other things that people do, but given that I come from the 256, there's very few ways to cope with situations. Yeah. So, man, I mean, like the whole idea of postgraduate studies, you need to be ready when you're getting into it. Don't just fall in. Make research. Don't just come. Yeah. Before you fall into it, is it something that you want? Most people do it for career furthering reasons. You need to be sure. That's a whole point. You need to be sure whether you actually need the masters and whether it is actually going to do something for you. Yeah, because on the flip side, like the money spent. I was talking to someone recently, and we're talking about getting money for masters and whatnot. It is actually hard to like save for masters. You can't like save, but once you're in it, like you can figure it out as compared to if you are outside. Yeah. At the end of the course, you can find that you spent, let's say, like 10 mil on tuition and everything together, but given that you hadn't studied the masters and the way life happens, you might not have been able to save that 10 mil. Really ironic. Anyway, on a lighter note, the year is ending. Yeah, like we said, Q4. Yeah, the year is ending. And oh my guys, corporate know what this means. End of year parties and Secret Santa. It's the time of the year where you get to pick either like your worst colleague at work or like your secret work crush, and you have to like gift them. So gifting is a hard paper, man. Gifting is hard. But anyway, PSA to all those guys leading the Secret Santa projects. Give us a minimum and a maximum amount of money, yeah, to spend for the gifts. Because things can get funny later on when people are gifting and the energies are not being matched and situations become awkward fast. And to the Santas, guys, let us gift something that you would love to receive. Simple. Don't gift ratchetly. Over and out.